Hi. Oh, I love the morning light through these windows. Isn't it glorious? I'm also wearing a shirt today. I wanted you to notice. I bought this at a place called Cheeseburger in Paradise on Front Street in Lahaina some years ago. It's very cool. It has, the L for Lahaina Luna up on the mountain above Lahaina. It has a picture of the Pioneer Hotel down here and a high-masted ship in the harbor called the Carthaginian. His shirt is wonderful, and I love it. Sadly, it reminds me of what has happened to all of these places, but I'm confident they're coming back. Anyway, I wanted to take a moment to talk to you about gaze. Gaze. It's G-A-Z-E, gaze. It refers to the way in which people look at the world, react to the world based upon their own experiences. That could be everything from whether they're a male or a female, or represent a minority group of one sort, or an indigenous group of another sort, or from a different country, whatever it might be. But because of their perspective, because of who they are and the way they've been built and come along, they have a certain way of looking at the world, of gazing at the world. For a long time, critics said that there weren't writers in this country that could see the world in any way but from a masculine gaze, from the way that men look at the world. They said even female writers made the mistake of writing so that it was a male perspective of the world, not a female. It wasn't until writers like Paula Vogel or Lorraine Hansberry or Lillian Hellman and other writers, great writers now, began to look at the world from a uniquely feminine gaze, from a female gaze. And now what's going on in American politics, and we have to keep this in mind. Men don't look at the world like women do. Women don't look at the world like men do. We struggle very hard to understand and see that perspective. But I can't be a female, and my wife can't be a male. So there is that gaze, and we have to take it into consideration. I don't also represent a minority, but if I did, it'd be important for me to not only look at the world from the perspective of my race, but also try to look at the world from the perspective of other people's gazes. So when you write, keep in mind that don't try to get locked into seeing the world just from your gaze, just from your perspective, but from the perspective of other people as well. Don't get locked in or make the mistake of writing strictly from a male perspective, for example, or a female perspective, or a Native American perspective. There's nothing wrong with exploiting that very unique way of looking at the world. Just don't make the whole novel be limited by your gaze. It's a much more complicated subject than that, but I thought I needed to at least bring it up. We can talk about it probably sometime in the future. I hope you have a good day. Put on a shirt you really like and go out there and have fun. Bye now.